will most certainly fall short of resolving the nuclear issue in the long term. Indeed, the framework of understanding, announced with great fanfare, leaves much to be desired, since it hinges almost entirely on the premise that the deceptive Ayatollahs will not cheat on their way to a bomb. More importantly, it will have dire strategic implications that would spell one catastrophe after another for a region already reeling from violence and sectarian strife. Already, Iran's proxies in Iraq, Lebanon, Syria, and most recently Yemen have demonstrated how an empowered Iran aspires to rebuild regional dynamics in its own image. And this is an Iran already burdened by sanctions. Congress should get due credit for imposing tougher economic sanctions against Iran in 2011. It was the subsequent economic crunch, compounded by the European Union oil embargo, that forced Tehran to negotiate in the first place. Yet, before sanctions could have their full effect, the administration picked up the pen and rushed to a deal. The United States administration under Obama. Tehran will apparently be allowed to keep about 6,000 centrifuges. Some experts, including a former deputy head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, have noted that this number of centrifuges works against the deal's main component by making it possible for a breakout to occur between 7 and 8 months. If the rest of the world is lucky, Tehran is caught red-handed one day conducting some sensitive activity restricted by the accord. International powers scramble and demand answers. Even under the burden of sanctions, and after the slump in oil prices, Iran, has increased its defense budget by 30% this year and has allocated billions more to cement its influence in Syria and Iraq through proxies like Hezbollah. Even if a nuclear deal is reached in June, it would be in a strategic policy vacuum where the ruling mullah's threats to its own citizens, regional stability, and global peace would still remain in full force. How can the world ensure that the fundamental theocratic regime changes its behavior on these fronts? Everyone wants to see President Barack Obama succeed in stopping the mullahs from getting the bomb. But to ensure that outcome, he should compel Tehran to negotiate seriously. To do so, the White House needs leverage. Key Senate Democrats, including Debbie Stabenow and Gary Peters of our state, as well as their Republican colleagues, are providing that leverage with a new sanctions bill, and it was passed 99-1 in favor of this sanctions bill. They should be commended, and rather than rejecting them out of fear of angering Iran, the president should embrace their initiative. And it is signed by Mike Gonadstad, President, Masoud Maghdoudi, Executive Director, Iranian American Culture Society of Michigan. And we are here in East Lansing to join with you in maintaining those sanctions and to compel the regime to straighten up its act around the world, and particularly today, we are with the people that are not being paid in Iran. Thank you.